Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Hampton. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Weidman. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to throw. It's Weidman. Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Breaking free at the 35. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tries to get it to the running back. With the catch, it's Owens. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he finds the running back in the flat. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain. Short of the marker.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Stop short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Caught quickly. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, it'd be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They go with a direct snap. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, you want patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he
breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
What a great throw here, and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. But Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Back to pass. It's Weigman. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
With the option keeper here for a big game to this Texas A&M quarterback. It's reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson. How about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Second down after the incompletion. Here comes a handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Aggies will have to kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Complete on the slant pattern.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Throwing for his running back. That's caught. It's Peen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks right for a quick completion. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10.
Notre Dame, 21, Texas A&M.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. It's a run to the left. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Weigman. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got it hurt. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
That's a strong stiff arm. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Got him. He's sacked.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Price. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Irish. This offense really clicking. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. The coverage team able to bring him down.
And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Trying to find room. It's Owens. In the clear at the 25. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's a fly out of the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10.
That makes the score Notre Dame 35, Texas A&M 10.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Here's the handoff. Running for the tackle. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are, but man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here's the second down play. Scanning the field. It's Weigman. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Punt team making their way on the field.
Number 6, on to punt and away.
And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Important second down play coming up. Single back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll try the right here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back to pass. It's Weigman. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Second down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Price. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust it.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score Notre Dame 42, Texas A&M 10.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to advance on the football.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Man of the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we go on fourth down. Runs through the defender. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown, Irish. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Notre Dame 49, Texas A&M 10.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick it off.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game.
Second down now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? And the running back takes the handoff.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues. Yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. They'll run it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And here's the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking to throw it deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second down now after the sack. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Nice grab. It's Williams. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Penalty flag flies in. The kick was no good, but the defense way too aggressive there in the draw penalty. Now the try here for the extra point. Wow, the PAT is no good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. He's going to take a shot from the end zone here. Returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. Will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free. And
here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 92, set to kick it away.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.